In today's video, we're going to do a quick review of everything you need to know about the atom in chemistry, including its structure, what isotopes are, and how electrons move between different energy levels. At the center of every atom is a nucleus, which contains protons and neutrons. Protons carry a positive charge, while neutrons are neutral, and both have a relative mass of 1. Orbiting around the nucleus in shells, we have electrons. Electrons are about 2,000 times smaller than protons or neutrons and carry a negative charge. If you look at the periodic table, each box is known as a nuclear symbol and represents a specific element, like this one for lithium. Inside that box is all the important information you need to know about the element. On the right, you'll see the element symbol, Li for lithium. In the bottom left corner is the atomic number, which tells us how many protons atoms of that element have. This number is very important because it's the number of protons that defines the element. So, if an atom had 4 protons instead of 3, it wouldn't be lithium anymore. In the top left corner is the mass number, which tells us the total number of protons and neutrons. For lithium, that number is 7, meaning it has 3 protons and 4 neutrons. Now, the nuclear symbol doesn't directly tell you how many electrons there are, but you should remember, in a neutral atom, the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. So lithium has 3 electrons. Next, let's look at isotopes. Isotopes of an element are atoms that have the same number of protons, but different numbers of neutrons, so their mass numbers are different. For example, as well as lithium-7, which we've already looked at, there's also lithium-6, which has 3 neutrons, and lithium-8, which has 5. These 3 are all isotopes of lithium, same number of protons, different number of neutrons. Usually, only 1 or 2 isotopes of an element are stable. The rest are unstable, and they decay into other elements by emitting radiation such as alpha, beta, or gamma radiation, or sometimes by just emitting neutrons. This process is called radioactive decay, and we'll take a closer look at it in the next video. For now, let's focus on electrons. Electrons are arranged in a series of energy levels, or shells, around the nucleus. Each shell is farther away from the nucleus and has a higher energy level. Normally, electrons stay in their assigned shell, but if they gain enough energy, they can jump up to a higher energy level, and at that point, we say the electron is excited. The energy needed for this jump usually comes from electromagnetic radiation, and the electron will only jump if the radiation has exactly the right amount of energy. Soon after, the electron will fall back down to its original energy level, and when it does, it releases that same amount of energy as electromagnetic radiation. The last thing we need to look at is ionization. Sometimes, one of the outermost electrons absorbs so much energy that it's able to completely leave the atom. This leaves the atom with more protons than electrons, giving it a positive charge. At that point, we call it a positive ion rather than a neutral atom. And if you hear the term ionizing radiation, it simply means radiation that's strong enough to knock electrons off atoms, just like we did with lithium. And that's everything for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.